York. New York.
Good morning, Odyssey Promotions. May I help you?
Could I speak to Helen Turner, please?
May I ask who's calling?
This is Nick Delwyn from Communicon International.
Just a moment, please.
Helen Turner.
I have a Mr. Delwyn on the line from Communicon International.
Thank you. Helen Turner speaking. What can I do for you, Mr. Delwyn?
Oh, hello. Is that Helen Turner?
Yes, that's right.
Ah, hello. This is Nick Delwyn from Communicon International. Well, I'm phoning because there's a trade fair on in your part of the world in a couple of months. It's, what's it called? Yeah, I remember, Electronica.
Oh, yes, it's one of our major trade fairs.
Yeah, anyway, we were thinking of putting together a team to come across. I've got the dates here somewhere. Just a moment. I was here a few minutes ago.
What exactly is it you'd like us to do for you, Mr. Delwyn?
Well, of course. Well, I suppose we were thinking of. Well, I mean, we would like some help with a few things. We're not entirely sure yet, but well, things like a stand, you know, that sort of thing. Now, let's see. That's January 24th and 25th. Helen Turner.
Good morning, Odyssey Promotions. May I help you?
Hello, this is Nick Delwyn of Communicon International in the UK. Could I speak to Helen Turner, please?
Just a moment, please. I have a Mr. Delwyn on the line from Communicon International.
Thank you. Helen Turner speaking. What can I do for you, Mr. Delwyn?
Hello. Your name was given to me by Pat Johnson from our Australian office.
Oh, yes, Pat Johnson. We put together a sales trip for her a couple of years ago.
That's right. I understand it was a great success.
Well, that's very nice to hear.
Anyway, I was hoping that you'd be able to help us this January. We're planning to send over a small team for the Electronica Trade Fair.
Oh, yes. And when is the fair going to be held this year?
It's over the weekend of the 24th and 25th of January.
January 24th and 25th. Okay, and what would you like us to do for you?
Well, basically, we plan to send over 6 people for the fair, and we'd like your help with making arrangements for the exhibition and also to organise a reception.
We'd be very happy to do that.
Hello, Nick Delwyn speaking.
Hi, Greg Anderson here from Odyssey Promotions.
Oh, yeah, hello.
Well, I thought you'd like to know about some of the arrangements we've made for the trade fair. I've booked a limousine to pick your team up from the airport.
Uh-huh, right.
Now, I've done some research on a venue for the reception on the first night. It seems we're not going to be able to book a hall at the Plaza. That would have been our first choice.
Look, can I just...
I mean, but don't worry about it. There are some excellent alternatives. I mean, one possibility is we can book a banquet hall at the Hyatt Regency. It's not the Plaza, of course.
Yes, right. Now,
I mean, but it won't be a problem. You know, the Regency is only a 10-minute taxi ride away from the convention center. We can transport the guests down from
look,
there.
I'm afraid that we're...
I mean, of course, if you see that as a problem, I could try and get us a place at the convention center itself.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not the person to be dealing with this. You need to speak to Diane Davis. She's handling all the arrangements for the trip.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say Diane Davis?
That's right. Let me put you through to her.
Thank you.
Diane Davis?
Hello, Diane. I've got Greg Anderson on the line. He works for Odyssey Promotions over in New York. He's done some preliminary planning for the trip. Can I hand him over to you?
Yes, of course.
Oh, and good luck. Hello, Nick Delwyn.
Hi, Greg Anderson here. Helen Turner's assistant at Odyssey Promotions in New York.
Oh, yeah, hello.
Well, Helen asked me to start making the arrangements for your visit, and I'd like to go over a few of the details with you.
Good, so things are moving forward.
Oh, they certainly are. I mean, there's 3 things I'd like to go over with you. The hotel, the exhibit, and of course the reception. Well, is this a good time to talk?
Well, actually, Greg, I've handed over all the arrangements to Diane Davis, my assistant. She's going to be looking after things from this end.
Oh, great. Could you put me through to her?
Sure, just a moment.
Thanks.
Diane Davis?
Diane, I've got a Greg Anderson on the line. He works for Odyssey Promotions over in New York. He's done some preliminary planning for our trip. Can I hand him over to you?
Yes, of course.
Hello.
Hi, this is Greg Anderson from Odyssey Promotions. Could I speak to Diane Davis, please?
Diane is on a course at the moment.
Oh, well, do you know when she'll be back?
Not until tomorrow afternoon.
Well, may I leave a message for her then? Could you tell her that I need to talk to her about the total budget for the hotel rooms? Hello? Are you still there?
Yes.
Well, it's for the Electronica Trade Fair. Well, are you familiar with that at all?
Sorry?
I was just saying that we need to check the budget for hotel accommodations during the Electronica Trade Fair.
Okay, I've got that. I'll give her the message.
All right. Well, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Francesca Mattioli speaking.
Oh, hi. This is Greg Anderson from Odyssey Promotions. Could I speak to Diane Davis, please?
I'm afraid Diane is on a course. May I take a message?
Do you know when she'll be back?
I'm afraid she won't be back until tomorrow, but if it's urgent, I can get a message to her this afternoon.
I'd really appreciate that. Could you tell her I called because I need to check the budget for hotel accommodation during the Electronica Trade Fair?
You'd like to check the budgets for hotels during the Electronica Trade Fair.
That's right.
I'm afraid I didn't catch your name.
It's Greg Anderson from Odyssey Promotions.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. I'll make sure she gets the message this afternoon.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye. Greg from New York. We've got what we think we've got. No, that's not right. I'm sure we have found a place for the reception. You know, for the evening the 25th. No, I mean the 24th. Anyway, call me back on 212-555-4692. No, wait, sorry. 29. This is Greg again. Sorry, I forgot to give you some figures for the venue. It should be around the $1,000 mark, I think, yeah. And anyway, give me a call back on that number, okay? Thanks, bye. This is Greg from New York. We've got what we think we've got. Hi, this is Greg Anderson from Odyssey Promotions. I'm calling about the venue for the reception on the evening of January 24th. We've been able to tentatively reserve Caesar's Restaurant. Now, the total for the evening won't be more than $4,000, but I'll need your approval for this as soon as possible. You can reach me on my direct line. It's 212-555-4629. That's 212-555-4629. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Bye. Hi, Greg Anderson, Odyssey Promotions. How can I help you?
Greg, this is Diane Davis. You left a message on my answering machine.
Oh, yes, Diane, you're working late. Thanks for calling me back. I just wanted to talk to you about the arrangements for the Saturday night. If you'll hold on a sec, I'll just get my notes. Now then. Right. Okay, now we looked into the possibility of a reception at the Plaza Hotel, but the prices for the evening were astronomical. So then we thought we would hold the reception at the Hyatt Regency. You know, the hotel we've booked you into. Hello? Are you still there?
Yes?
Right, but the problem with that was transportation. You know, getting the guests uptown from the convention center. So, anyway, I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear that we found the perfect solution.
You mentioned something about a restaurant.
Yes, it's called Caesar's. Now, just down the block from the convention center. Beautiful interior, plenty of room, and they'll do it all for around $4,000. How does that sound?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me run through the details. We've reserved it all from 6 till 9 on January the 24th. I've told them to expect a maximum of 80 guests.
Yes.
Well, and there'll be hot and cold hors d'oeuvres and a choice of chilled wine or soft drinks. There will be music, but we didn't budget for live music, so there'll just be recorded background music. Now, I'll need to confirm the reservation by the end of the week if you want to go ahead with this. Could you get back to me tomorrow or the next day and let me know? Well, I'll be in Philadelphia for the rest of the week, so let me give you that number. It's area code 215-555-3169, okay?
Sorry, Greg. Could you run through the details again first?
Hi, Greg Anderson, Odyssey Promotions. How can I help you?
Greg, this is Diane Davis.
Hi, Diane. How are you?
Fine. I hope it's not too early there.
No, not at all.
Good. Greg, I'm phoning about your answer phone message.
Yes, thanks for returning my call. It was about the venue for the reception.
That's right.
Hold on a second. I'll just get my notes.
I just wanted to check some details before we make a decision.
Of course. Okay. Now, we had originally hoped to hold the reception at the Plaza Hotel.
Yes. Greg, I remember all about the other venues. Tell me about this restaurant you mentioned. Caesar's, wasn't it?
Okay, yes. I think we found the perfect solution.
Good. Where is that?
Well, it's just a few minutes' walk from the convention center. Beautiful interior, plenty of room, and as I mentioned in my message, they'll do it all for around $4,000.
$4,000? Good. That's well within the budget. And what do we get for that?
Well, let me just run through the details. We've reserved it from 6 till 9 on the evening of January 24th.
6 till 9, 24th of January.
We said for a maximum of 80 guests.
Yes, that's probably about right. I'll have to double check that with Nick.
Well, now I'll need to confirm the reservations by the end of the week if you want to go ahead with this. So could you get back to me tomorrow or the next day to let me know?
Yes, of course.
I'll actually be in Philadelphia for the rest of the week, so let me give you the number there.
Oh, fine. I should be able to get back to you by tomorrow.
That would be great. The Philadelphia number is area code 215-555-3169.
215-555-3169.
Right.
Okay. Could you give me your fax number too, just in case I have any problems getting hold of you?
Sure, it's 215-555-4276.
215-555-4277...
76.
I've got it. Thanks, Greg.
You're welcome. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
I will. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Nick Delvin speaking.
Nick, this is Francesca.
Oh, hello, Francesca. Look, I'm a bit pushed. I'm just on my way in to see a customer. Is it urgent?
Nick, can you hear me?
Barely. What is it?
We've had a call from Tompkins in Boston.
No, your voice is breaking up.
It's a terrible line. They want you to go over as soon as possible.
Oh, this is hopeless. I'll
Nick.
try and ring her back. Oh, no.
I don't believe it.
Hello, Nick Delvin speaking.
Nick, this is Francesca.
Oh, hello, Francesca. Look, I'm a bit pushed. I'm just on my way in to see a customer. Is it urgent?
Nick, can you hear me?
Francesca, the reception is terrible. I'll phone you back, okay?
Okay. Francesca Mattioli speaking.
Hello, Francesca. This is Nick. Is that any better?
Much better. Nick, Tompkins have been on the line from Boston. They want you to fly out to discuss next year's order.
Right, got that. But I really can't do anything about it just now. I'll be back in the office later this afternoon.
Okay, I just thought I should let you know, what with Diane being away.
That's fine, Francesca. I'll see you later this afternoon. I must go now. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Odyssey Promotions. How may I help you?
Hello, this is Nick Delwyn from Communicon. Could I speak to Helen Turner, please?
Just a moment, please. I have Nick Delwyn on the line for you.
Thank you. Hello, Nick. How are you?
Hello, Helen. I'm fine. I've got to come across to the States next week to visit a customer in Boston. I'd like to take the opportunity of stopping over in New York to check out the arrangements for the Electronica exhibition.
Oh, that would be fine. When are you planning to be here?
My appointment in Boston is on Tuesday next week, so I'll be passing through New York on Monday. My plane gets in early afternoon, so I'd like to see the exhibition center during the afternoon and then discuss the final arrangements with you and perhaps see the restaurant where we're planning to hold the reception.
I see. Well, let me check my calendar. I'm afraid Monday's a problem for me next week, Nick.
Oh, well, that's a pity. What about your assistant? What's his name?
You mean Greg? Greg Anderson. Yes, he might be free, but I'll have to check with him.
Good. Well, my plane gets into JFK round about 2 o'clock, so I'll fax you with the details, and then perhaps you could confirm whether someone can meet me.
We'll do our best, but we have an awful lot going on right now. It's a very busy time of year for us.
Yes, I understand, but it would be a shame not to meet up while I'm over.
Oh, yes, of course. I just wish we had known about it a little sooner.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but this trip's only just come up. Anyway, thanks very much. It's nice to talk to you. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Okay, Nick. We'll get back to you on this as soon as we can.
Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Odyssey Promotions. How may I help you?
Hello, this is Nick Delwyn from Communicon. Could I speak to Helen Turner, please?
Just a moment, please. I have Nick Delwyn on the line for you.
Thank you. Hi, Nick. Nice to hear from you. How's the English weather?
It's pretty good for the time of year. What's it like in New York?
Not good, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's a pity, because I'm planning to come across next week.
Really? Well, you'll come by to see us while you're here, I hope.
That's what I'm phoning about. I've got a meeting with a customer in Boston on Tuesday of next week. I was hoping we could arrange to meet up either before or after.
Great. That would give us a chance to show you the convention center. And we could also drop in at Caesar's restaurant where Greg has arranged your reception.
That's what I was thinking.
So, you said you have to be in Boston on Tuesday. That's the 8th?
That's right. Now, I could stop over in New York either on the way in, that would be the Monday. Would that be possible?
I'm afraid I won't be in the office on Monday, and I think Greg has meetings all day.
Well, the other possibility would be to arrange it after Boston on my way home.
When do you plan on leaving Boston?
Could be either Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning. But I would like to catch a flight back to London on Wednesday evening.
Okay, well, it would be best for us if you could fly in on the Wednesday morning. Either Greg or I will pick you up at the airport, and then we could show you the convention center and also Caesars. If there's time, you could come back to the office and we'll run through any of the details that still haven't been finalized.
That sounds good. Just as long as I can get back to the airport for my evening flight.
No problem. Look, why don't you fax me your information once you've confirmed your flight times? Then we'll get back to you with an itinerary for the day. That's Wednesday the 9th, right?
That's right. Good. Well, I'll do that, and I look forward to seeing you next week.
Same here. See you next week.
Right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
I have Nick Delwyn on the line for Helen. Do you want to take the call?
Okay, thanks. Hi, Nick. Greg Anderson here.
Oh, hello, Greg. I was hoping to speak to Helen.
Sorry, Helen's away on business. Can I help?
Yes, Greg, I think you probably can. I'm afraid I've got some rather bad news.
Oh?
It's the trip over for Electronica.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm afraid we've had a bit of an internal reorganization here, and we'll be sending a much smaller team.
Well, you'll still be having the same booth at the fair, won't you?
I'm afraid not. I'll just be Diane and myself, so we won't be able to manage such a large booth.
Well, I can't promise that they're going to have any smaller booths available at this late date.
Yes, I realize that, but could you see what you could do? You know, Greg, you've done a terrific job so far.
Well, we've certainly put a lot of work into it. I mean, I hope this doesn't mean you're cancelling the reception at Caesar's restaurant.
Not cancelling it, but I think we'll have to reduce the scale a bit.
Well, the problem is that all the arrangements have all been made and confirmed. We've already given a deposit for the food and wine. I don't know. This may be difficult to change.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, but these things happen. I think I better talk to Helen.
Yes, I think you should.
When does she get back?
She'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, I'll ring then. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hello?
I have Nick Delwyn on the line for Helen. Do you want to take the call?
Yeah, okay, thanks. Hi, Nick. Greg Anderson here.
Oh, hello, Greg. I was hoping to speak to Helen.
Sorry, Helen's away on business. Can I help?
Yes, Greg, I think you probably can. I'm afraid I've got some rather bad news. It's the trip over for Electronica.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm afraid we've had a bit of an internal reorganization here, and we'll be sending a much smaller team.
Well, does this mean you won't be needing the same size booth then?
I'm afraid so. There'll just be Diane and myself. We won't be able to handle such a large stand.
Right, so you'd like me to look into that, would you?
I would be very grateful.
Okay, well, I suppose this will also have implications for the reception on Saturday night.
Yes, I'm afraid so. I would hope that we could still go ahead with it, but it'll have to be on a reduced budget.
Well, we were planning for 80 people. Could you give me an idea of what you have in mind now?
Could we say 50? And perhaps you could get us a revised estimate. You know, the cost of a smaller stand at the exhibition, just the 2 hotel rooms, and a lower key reception.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Of course, I have to talk to Helen first.
Oh, yes, I understand. But could you fax us through a revised budget, say by the end of the week?
Yes, that should be okay. I'll phone Diane if there's any problem.
That would be best. Goodbye, Greg.
Bye-bye.
Helen Turner.
It's Nick Delwyn.
Thank you. I'll take the call. Hello, Nick. What can I do for you?
Well, we're in a bit of a state here. Greg promised to send us a revised cost estimate for the trip by the end of last week. There's still no sign of it.
Well, I know that Greg's been working very hard to make the changes you asked for.
Yes, I'm sure, but the problem is we're running out of time. The exhibition opens on Saturday. Diane and I are due to arrive this Friday evening.
Yes, I know.
We really need to know where we stand on the budget.
We understand. I am sure Greg is doing his best to fix things and probably just hasn't had time to fax you the revised numbers.
I know there's been a lot of work, but we were assured that we would have a revised estimate by the end of last week.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but you must understand that the changes you've asked for at the last minute have created a lot of extra work for us.
Helen, I do appreciate that. My concern now is to approve this budget for the trip. Otherwise, we're going to have to call it all off.
Okay, Nick, I'm sure Greg has the figures. I'll talk to him. Helen Turner.
It's Nick Delwyn.
Thank you. I'll take the call. Hello, Nick. What can I do for you?
Well, we're in a bit of a state here. Greg promised to send us a revised cost estimate for the trip by the end of last week. There's still no sign of it.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. I know Greg's been spending a lot of time on the new arrangements for your visit.
Yes, I'm sure, but the problem is we are running out of time.
Yes, I know. The trade fair starts on Saturday, and you and your assistant will be arriving on Friday night. Isn't that right?
Yes, but the problem is we need these figures to approve the budget. Otherwise, we're going to have to call off the whole trip.
Nick, Greg has everything under control. He's got one or two details to finalize.
Yes, I know Greg's done a very good job, but we need these figures right now.
I understand. I'll get right on it myself. You'll have them by the end of the day.
So, British time, they'll be on my desk by tomorrow morning?
Yes, as I said, I'll get on it right away. I'm sorry about the delay, Nick.
Oh, that's okay. It's just that we've been under quite a bit of pressure here over the last few days. We just need those figures.
I understand. You'll get them. They'll be waiting for you when you get to the office tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Helen. I appreciate this.
You're very welcome, Nick. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Right.
Diane Davis?
Hi, Diane. Greg Anderson from Odyssey.
Hello, Greg.
How are you?
Fine, a bit busy though.
Well, I thought I'd just give you a call to check everything's all set for this weekend.
Thank you. I got your fax this morning and everything's fine. We'll be seeing you on Friday evening.
Oh, well, great. Shall I just run through my checklist? Exhibit booth confirmed. Hotel reservations.
I'm sure you've got everything in hand.
Do you want me to just go over the arrangements for the reception?
No, that's all right. I've got every confidence in you. So,
Yes, it's going to be a busy couple of days,
certainly is. Anyway, Greg.
but should be a lot of fun.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Right then.
So I suppose I should let you get on with it.
Yes, I'm afraid I'm really snowed under.
Right, well, anyway, I'm sure it's going to be a real success.
I'm sure too. Well, I look forward to seeing you on Friday.
Yes, I'll be at the airport.
Greg, I must go now. Someone's just come in for a meeting. Thank you for phoning.
Oh, all right. Well, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Right.
Diane Davis?
Hi, Diane. Greg Anderson from Odyssey.
Hello, Greg.
How are you?
Fine, a bit busy though.
Oh, I won't keep you long then. I was just calling to check everything's all set for this
Oh,
weekend.
thank you. I received your fax this morning and everything's fine. We'll be seeing you on Friday evening.
So no last-minute jobs for me.
No, I don't think so.
Well, great. Have a good trip.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you on Friday.
Same here. Bye-bye.
Thank you for phoning. Bye.
Miss Miguel, you can go up now. It's the 5th floor.
Thank you.
Yes, it looks good. I like the colours. Have we got enough time to promote it? That's my worry. And do we have the price right?
Well, more input on the technical side would help.
That's why I'm bringing Jens Foss over. Come in! Oh, take a seat, will you? Shan't be a moment. Do you know Jens Foss? He's in our Copenhagen office.
I've heard of him, but I don't think we've met. Anyway, I better leave you to it.
Well, let me have the draft scheduled by 3 this afternoon.
Yes, I'll get onto it straight away.
And give me a ring if there are any problems.
Will do.
Sorry to keep you. Have a seat.
I hope you were expecting me. My name is Maria de Miguel.
Yes, I've got your details here somewhere. Have we got enough time to promote it? That's the worry. And do we have the price right? Anyway, let's leave it there for the time being. Come in. Hello, you must be Maria.
Yes.
I'm Peter O'Donnell. Welcome to Tektron UK.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Let me introduce you to Paula Field. Paula is one of our marketing team.
Nice to meet you, Maria.
Nice to meet you.
I'm sure you know that Maria is going to be with us for a couple of months.
Yes, we should be seeing quite a lot of each other. If you'll excuse me, I should be getting back. See you later, Maria.
Yes.
See you later, Paula. Have a seat. Coffee?
Thank you.
How was the flight?
Fine. Only a little bit late.
Milk and sugar?
Black, please.
Paula and I were discussing the Telcom package. Isn't the Spanish office planning their launch soon?
That's right. I was helping to put together the promotional literature.
Ah, that could be very useful.
Seems colder today, or is it just me?
I'm not sure.
Peter should be here soon. There was a very good French film on TV last night. Did you see it?
No. No, I didn't.
So, are you settling in?
Yes. Fine, thank you.
That's good. You've got a company flat, haven't you?
Yes, I'm very lucky.
Yes, you know, they're like gold dust. I tried to get one when I first started working here, but they wouldn't give me one. It's a very odd system because some people have had a company flat for years and they pay peanuts in rent for them.
Oh, look. There's Mr. O'Donnell.
Sorry I'm late.
Good. I'm looking at Auckland now.
Still, it's given you girls a chance to get to know each other. What shall we have?
today, or is it just me?
It is colder. It was on the weather forecast.
Was it? I'm sure it's not normally this cold.
Still, it's warmer than I expected.
Really? I suppose it's still pretty hot in Spain at this time of year.
Yes, especially where I come from.
Where's that?
Seville. Do you know it?
No, but that's amazing. My brother's going there to study for a year.
Really? Oh, I'm sure he'll have a great time.
Actually, he'll be here next weekend.
Perhaps we could meet up. I could tell him some good places to go.
That would be wonderful.
So, this is good. Sorry I'm late. How are you getting on?
Great. Guess what? You know my brother Matthew? We've just discovered that he's going to be spending a year in Maria's hometown.
In Seville? That's extraordinary.
Hello.
Hi.
I got a call to say a visitor has arrived.
Oh, yes, he's just gone to park his car.
Thanks. Hello, Maria. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Are you waiting for someone?
Yes, he's just parking his car.
Oh, well, I'll see you later.
Oh, while you're here, Maria, I wondered if I could just ask you to do something for me. Oh, Mr. Voss.
That's right.
Paula Field. Could you sign in, please?
Yes.
That promotional material we were talking about, could you let me have it by the end of the day?
Sure. What exactly?
Oh, we can talk about it later. So, shall we go up?
My name is Jens Voss.
Maria de Miguel. Maria de Miguel.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hi.
I got a call to say Mr. Voss has arrived.
Yes, he's just gone to park his car.
Thanks. Hello, Maria. How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Fine. I'm just waiting to meet Jens Voss. He's over for a few days to help us on the project.
Oh, yes, from Copenhagen.
That's right. Actually, if you'd like to wait a moment, I'll introduce you to him. So, how's the job going?
Not too bad. It's hard working in English all day.
I can imagine. Actually, I wanted to ask you something.
Sure, what's that?
Oh, I think this may be him. Don't worry about it. Can we talk about it later? Mr. Voss.
Yes?
Hello, my name's Paula Field. I work with Peter O'Donnell. Welcome to Textron UK.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Let me introduce you to Maria de Miguel. She's from our Spanish subsidiary. Maria, this is Jens Voss from Denmark.
Pleased to meet you.
And you?
Jens, would you mind signing in before we go upstairs?
Well, I'd better be going. I hope to see you later.
Okay. Goodbye.
If you just like to sign here and put your car registration number next to your name, okay?
So, did you have any trouble finding us?
No, I was sent a good map.
Good. So, shall we go up?
That's been a tremendous help, Jens. Really helped clarify things. Now we'll get these proposals off to the agency, see what they have to say about it. Can you help with that, Maria?
Oh, certainly.
Paula will show you how. Now, I must rush. I've got another meeting. Oh, shit. Oh! My wife wondered if you'd both like to pop round one night this week. Shall we say tomorrow evening, yes? Yes? Yes?
Yes, tomorrow evening.
If that's all right with you. Right, I must rush. See you later.
What does he mean, pop round?
Probably tea. You know how the English love to pop round for tea. I'm only joking. I suppose it means dinner.
What time do you think?
I don't know. 8 o'clock. Looks like we've been honored. I wonder whether we should take a gift.
That's been a tremendous help, Jens. Really helped to clarify things. We'll get these proposals off to the agency, see what they have to say. Can you help with that, Maria?
Oh, certainly.
Paula will show you how. I've got to go, I'm afraid. I've got another meeting.
Promotion.
Oh, by the way, my wife Daphne and I want to invite you to dinner one day this week. Perhaps tomorrow evening, if that suits you.
Oh, that's very kind. I'd love to come.
Yeah, I'd be delighted. What sort of time?
Oh, 7:30. Nothing formal, just the four of us. My wife's very much looking forward to meeting you both.
That sounds nice. Do you live far from here?
No, not far. Best to take a taxi, though. Right, must be going. See you later.
So that was Wednesday at 7:30?
That's right. See you tomorrow.
That's a surprise.
Yeah. I got Carl with me. I could give you a lift if you liked.
That would be nice.
Did he mention his wife's name?
Daphne.
Maria. Jens. Come in.
What a lovely neighborhood you live in.
Do come through.
You must be Maria. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you for inviting us.
Oh, you shouldn't have, really.
Mrs. O'Donnell, my name is Jens Voss.
Nice to meet you, Jens. You must call me Daphne.
Thank you for welcoming us to your lovely home.
Oh, this is too kind, really. Peter, you should have told them. It's only a little supper.
Not to worry.
I'm afraid this is typical of Peter. Please do sit down.
It doesn't matter. The important thing is that you're here now.
Did you have difficulty in finding us?
Not really. Sorry, are we late?
Drink? Maria.
Hello.
Yeah. Very well. Come in. Nice to see you.
What a lovely neighborhood you live in.
Yes, we like it too. Come through.
Ah. Hello.
You must be Maria. How nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Mrs. O'Donnell. And thank you for inviting us to your home.
Oh, thank you. You must call me Daphne.
Mrs. O'Donnell, very nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you. Please, do sit down.
I'm sorry. We seem to be too formal.
Oh, don't worry.
May I?
Let me. Yes. Thanks. Maria, what can I get you to drink? A beer, a glass of wine?
Oh, a glass of wine would be nice.
Red or white?
Red, please.
And Jens?
A beer, please.
Can I open your presents?
Of course.
It's just like Christmas. So, how's your stay in England going, Maria?
Fine. Everybody's made me very welcome.
Oh, look, Peter. Beautiful.
Oh, isn't it? That's very kind of you, Maria.
It's a pleasure. They make this type of pottery near my hometown.
Do they? Oh, that's beautiful. Yes?
The point is, politicians don't care what the public think.
I don't believe that. Surely they've got to be concerned. Thank you, darling. That was excellent.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Of course they're concerned. They need their votes.
Would everybody like coffee?
Oh, yes, please. Can I help you?
No, no need.
Jens, coffee?
Thank you. Do you have any decaffeinated?
I'm sure we have. Gaffney?
I think a lot of young people aren't interested in politics.
Well, you're probably right, but whose fault is that?
I don't know. The politicians, maybe.
Well, I don't think anything's changed. I'm sure I wasn't interested in politics when I was 20.
And what about elections? Do young people vote?
I've no idea. I imagine most of them are pretty disillusioned.
Excuse me. I'll see if your wife needs any help.
I think a lot of the problem is the image that the politicians have in the media.
The point is, politicians don't really care what the public think.
Oh, I don't believe that. Surely they've got to be concerned.
That was delicious.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was wonderful. The puddings in England are really good.
Do you think so? I suppose we do tend to have a bit of a sweet tooth. Now, what about some coffee? Maria?
That would be nice, thank you.
And for you, Jens?
Yes, please. Do you have decaffeinated?
I think we can find some somewhere. Peter?
Oh, just normal for me. Can I give you a hand?
No, thanks. I can manage fine.
So, what were you saying about politicians, Jens?
I think a lot of young people aren't really interested in politics.
I don't think that's true. What do you think, Maria?
I think you're wrong, Jens. A lot of my friends in Spain are very involved in local politics.
Really?
Yes, okay, they may be fed up with their politicians, but this doesn't mean they don't do something about it.
I think that's quite rare. A lot of young people don't even bother to vote.
I think that's a great pity. For me, it's a sign of a big problem when people don't think it's worth voting.
I agree with Maria. Everybody is far too apathetic these days. But at least we have a democracy in this household.
Ah.
As I got out of the car, the cat wasn't getting home. I thought, slam the door, caught his leg.
So, this is good. Nice to get away from the office. Here's to a successful launch.
Yes. I'm glad we got some time together. There's one or two little things I wanted to go over before the meeting tomorrow.
Don't worry. Plenty of time for that. I expect you're looking forward to getting home.
Yeah, I suppose so. Look, Peter, you know the question about specifications?
Can I get you another drink? Try a beer.
No, nothing, please. I need to keep my head clearer. I need to go over the figures before the meeting tomorrow.
Well, if you're sure, perhaps I'd better leave it then. So, how old did you say your kids were again?
7, 10. Look, Peter, I'd really appreciate...
Look, if you're worried about the figures, come and see me in the morning. Right. I think I'll just get myself another beer.
Right. Okay.
You sure you don't want another tonic?
No, thank you.
Cheers again.
Cheers.
Here's to a successful launch.
And thank you for making me so welcome here.
It's been a pleasure having you with us. Bet you're looking forward to getting home, though.
Oh, it would be nice to see the family.
How old are your kids again?
7 and 10. Your oldest, he's a doctor, isn't he?
Yes, he's doing very well. It's my daughter that I'm worried about. She hasn't the faintest idea what she wants to do.
I wouldn't worry about that. When I was her age, I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Really? Well, perhaps you're right. Another drink. Try a beer this time.
I'd like another tonic, if you don't mind.
Of course not. Could we have a half a lager and another tonic? Thank you. So what time are you leaving tomorrow?
I'll have to leave by 4 o'clock, if that's okay with you.
Fine, we should easily be finished by then. And what about this evening? Anything planned?
I have to work, I'm afraid. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Fire away. What's troubling you?
You know those figures we were looking at for the initial production run?
Mm-hmm.
I think we've overestimated them.
Hello. So you better sign off and leave your badge. What about getting together with my brother tomorrow evening?
That should be okay. Later would be better. Maybe around 9?
That sounds fine.
Well, that's it. I'd like to thank you for looking after me. I got my card here. I hope you'll come and visit if you ever come to Copenhagen.
I'm sorry, Jens, I don't have a card with me, but you've got our details anyway.
Right.
You got everything? Can you manage?
Yes.
So, bye.
Bye, Jens.
Right. Lunch. Sad to see you go, Jens.
It's true. It's been nice having another foreigner at work.
So, Mr. Foz, have you enjoyed your stay?
Yes, I have. Thank you. Here's my badge.
Well, I hope we'll see you again very soon.
I hope so, too.
Jens, I know Peter was very sorry that he couldn't be here to see you go, but I'd just like to say it's been a pleasure working with you. Now we've all met, I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again.
Thank you, Paula. And let me give you my card, so you have no excuse not to call me if you're ever in Copenhagen. My number's on the back.
I'm sorry, Jens, I'm afraid I've left my cards upstairs.
Don't worry, I got your number.
I'm afraid I don't have a card, but I hope you'll contact our Spanish office sometime.
Don't worry, I'll send you an email.
So goodbye, and safe journey.
Drive carefully. Mwah.
I will.
Can you manage?
Yeah, certainly can, yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye.